The Western powers have said sanctions would cripple Russia and the Kremlin would retreat, but Moscow is quietly expanding its military footprint across Africa, even as it pounds Ukraine, proving once again that power doesn't fade, it simply changes shape. For decades, Russia's presence in Africa has ebbed and flowed with geopolitical tides, but today, under the shadow of Western sanctions, it is surging forward like a chess grandmaster flipping the board. From Sudan to Mali, the Kremlin has sidestepped restrictions with creative diplomacy, arms deals, and mercenary operations. According to a report from the Associated Press, Moscow is using cargo ships to send tanks, armored vehicles, artillery, and other high-value equipment to West Africa, skirting sanctions imposed by Western nations. Russian flag cargo ships carrying howitzers, radio jamming equipment, and other military hardware made nearly 1 month journey from the Baltic Sea, according to military officials in Europe. These deliveries could strengthen Russia's fledgling Africa Corps as Moscow competes with the United States, Europe, and China for greater influence across the continent. Western powers once dominated African security, directing operations and funding peacekeeping missions. But Russia offers a different bargain: military assistance without moral lectures. Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso have been battling terrorists linked with Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State group for over a decade. While Western powers scold African leaders over human rights violations, Moscow sends shipment of weapons and advisors. The West condemns coups, Russia sends congratulations, and somehow, despite all attempts to isolate Moscow, the rubble still flows, weapons still arrive, and influence grows. The Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said, "We intend to expand our cooperation with African countries in all spheres, with an emphasis on economic cooperation and investment. This cooperation includes sensitive areas linked to defense and security." The roots of this story trace back decades. During the Cold War, the Soviet Union played a pivotal role in Africa by supporting leftist movement, providing training to revolutionaries, and providing economic assistance. Then came the fall of the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, and Africa's security contract drifted toward Western powers. But history, as they say, has a tendency to repeat itself. Today, Moscow's tactics bear a striking resemblance to those of the Cold War strategies. Only this time, it is sanctions, not ideology, fueling expansion. Could the West have played its hand too aggressively? Each new sanctions triggers unintended consequences, forcing Russia to seek new allies, new economic pipelines, and new military agreement. If the Kremlin needed an excuse to tighten its grip on Africa, the West handed it the perfect one. And let's not forget the elephant in the room, China. As Russia strengthens military ties, Beijing extends economic ones. If Africa is the next great chessboard, it is becoming clear who is really moving the pieces. So what do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates of global events.